We are getting set for our second campaign in the second Bundesliga. We've got the mood lighting. 1860 Munich blue. We've got a squad to bolster and promotion to win. Well, we're going to kick things off with the end of season review. Both a disappointing and an overachieving season. We were expected to be fighting for relegation, coming in like 15th place in the media prediction at the beginning of the year. We did end up in 4th place, just missing that playoff spot on goal difference. We had a goal difference of 18. Nuremberg had one of 20. And they beat us out. The signing of the season was Christian Conte. We got him from Feyenoord on a free. He played 25 matches for us, picked up 3 goals, 5 assists. A couple of players on loan played exceptionally well for us. Jardel Kanga from Bayer Leverkusen, 21 appearances. We got him in January. 10 goals, 4 assists, and a 7.34 average rating. Jamil Najjar, part of our back 2 with Antonios Papadopoulos, played in 29 matches, got him from Borussia Mönchengladbach. He scored a pair of goals, also picked up an assist. Taylon Duman didn't have as good a year as we kind of expected him to, although not too bad. Picked him up on a free, as you remember, in the last summer's transfer window from Nuremberg. 33 total appearances. He did pot 4 goals, added 11 assists. Felix Konighaus, we got him in January for a fee of $325,000, primarily as a backup left back. But he did make 10 starts in total as Victor Almo was out with an injury for a while. And then he was playing pretty well. He kind of fell off a little bit. The 26-year-old added 2 assists with a 6.89 rating. Tim Valbrecht, backup defensive midfielder, played 21 total games, added 2 assists. Jeremy Landu, $39,000 we paid for him from a Stuttgart's B team. Only made 3 appearances in reserve with a 6.8 rating. Niko Kovac came from Eintracht Frankfurt on loan, played 22 matches as a defensive midfielder. Picked up a pair of assists there. Victor Almo, we got him for $99,000 from Hoffenheim. 21 matches, just 1 assist. Honestly, Koninghaus kind of outplayed him, so maybe we might be moving on from him. Miko Spansel, our backup right back from FC Cologne, their B team, played 16 matches. Elia B.A.N.Z. played a lot early on, not as much later. We got him on a free. Roel Pitak, we talked about him in the last stream. Only ended up making 4 appearances for the club. And Dudu we picked up from Werder Bremen on a free just to be somebody to be a backup goalkeeper. He saw absolutely 0 action in the year. Some notable players that went out. We sold Florian Klein-Hansel for 1 million euros to Hanover. He ended up playing 10 matches and not figuring in any of the scoring. Kieran Mull went to Osnabrück for $30,500. They were very disappointed with that deal, but I mean, he was 34 years old and he wasn't really playing that much for us, so yeah, we probably could have gotten more. We really just wanted to let him go. Alexis Kalan was our old backup right back. He went to Real Sinjan, played 26 matches there with a goal and 2 assists. Jerome Schultz, don't really care about him. Julius Schmid was our old backup goalkeeper, ended up playing 7 games for HJK. Semi Belakaya, yeah, they were a little disappointed we sold him as well. He was a reserve center back. We got $64K for him. They think we might have been able to get a little bit more. And Hansa Rostock picked up Tim Reeder. He ended up making 33 appearances, picking up 1 assist for them. And we loaned a bunch of young guys out. We came in 4th place. We did change our expectation to get a little bit more money from the board. When it was obvious we were going to finish in the top half, we changed from avoiding relegation to finishing mid-table. As we all know, we came in Fourth place overall, top goal scorer was Finn Lachenmacher on 13 goals. The loss to Nuremberg is the one that did us in the run-in. Otherwise, we were on like a 12-match unbeaten streak. The biggest win was a 4-1 victory over Bochum. They were right above us at the time in mid-March. The match to remember was a 2-0 victory on the road at Arminia Bielefeld, with Finn Lachenmacher and Jardel Kanga each picking up goals. And our goal of the season came against Eintracht Braunschweig. It was the only goal we scored in the match, and it was scored by Rezart Isseni in the 26th minute. As we take a look, Papadopoulos played up, Kanga dropped it back for Rosenfelder. Lachenmacher, what a through ball to Isseni, and he picks out the top corner far post. Unfortunately, that did put us up 1-0 in the match, but they came back in the second half with goals by Ala Bekir, Lasinis Sinayanko, and Saulo De Carli to win that one 3-1. Financially, no new deals. Our club reputation hasn't changed. Our sponsorship dollars are about the same. Corporate, a little bit above the year before. Competition prize money, obviously being in the second Bundesliga over the Dritte Liga, we made a lot more money there. However, we did not make anything in broadcast revenue. Pretty much all that broadcast revenue from the year before came from our performance in the DFB Pokal. And our matchday commercial was also up. We sold 1.22 million euros. In merchandise, 8,600 shirts sold. Finn Lachenmacher was our number one sale. Albion Vernetzi, Christian Conte, Patrick Sondheimer, and Taylon Duman rounding out the top five. We lined up in our Christmas tree formation. It was a 4-1-2-2-1. Variation of a 4-3-3, in my opinion. It was Olmo and Zvigala on the outside of our defensive line. Najar and Papadopoulos played most of the matches together at center back. Niko Kovac at the base of the midfield, with Conte on the left wing, Kanga on the right, Kobylanski and Duman in the more attacking midfield positions, and Finn Lachenmacher leading the line and doing it very well before we lost him to injury. We won the Dritte Liga Manager of the Year. We did not get the same honors this year. The fans player of the season was Antonios Papadopoulos. Jardel Kanga picked up the young player of the season. The signing of the year, as we mentioned, was Christian Conte, with Rezart Isseni picking up the goal of the season. Our top goal scorer, as we mentioned, Finn Lachenmacher with 13, Taylon Duman with 11 assists. 6 man of the match awards for Jardel Kanga. He also had the highest average rating, and the most passes completed per 90 minutes was 66. Belonging to Jamil Najar. The most assists by a player in the season, the new record is set by Taylon Duman. 15 clean sheets for Tom Kretzmar. The worst discipline did go to Antonios Papadopoulos. He picked up 6 yellow cards and a red. Youngest goal scorer ever was Rezart Isseni at 17 years, 224 days. And Stefan Lex picked up a goal at 35 years old. To become the oldest goal scorer in 1860 Munich history. And is there anything on the dynamic timeline? Jardel Kanga made the next-gen list. Even though he didn't win the award, of course, he's not really our player, but we also did manage our 100th match with our win 2-1 over Jan Regensburg. So there you go. There is our dynamic timeline. We got hit with a 1.2 million euro tax bill. So we made a profit. We also received a total of 411,000 in membership fees from fans of the club. And new deals, 2 new deals worth 600,000 a year. A financial services company just gave us 525 grand. And we do have a new scouting budget. Yes, we can scout all of Germany. And we almost have enough money to do all of Europe. Now, we can either do Germany for 146,000 euros or all of Central Europe for 139. Why not just do all of Central Europe? And it gives us money left over. Oh, we're going to get $191,000 for the sale of Felix Udwakai, 27-year-old center back to Aston Villa. How long ago was he with us? Quite some time ago. 2017, he was sold to Wolfsburg for €1 million. Still paying dividends. Augsburg, Greuther Fürth, and Cologne have been relegated from the Bundesliga. They will be our new competition coming in from the top. Magdeburg, Dynamo Dresden, and Osnabrück have been promoted from the Dritte Liga. So 6 new squads in the second Bundesliga this year. The story leaked that we were looking at Alexa Pejic, and now there's active interest from 4 clubs. And 3 other clubs have now made end-of-contract offers for Alexa Pejic. Let's just hope that he shows some loyalty to the club that really wanted him first. Now, we hadn't really considered C.J. Egan-Riley for that defensive midfield position. He could also play right back for us. I mean, not really center back materially. He is too short, and he doesn't really have the dribbling ability to play a more wing back type role, but he could be a fullback for us or that defensive midfielder. Maybe we take a shot on him just in case Pejic doesn't work out. And now, of course, there are offers for Egan-Riley now. Gladbach, Atalanta, and Troy. We're not going to get him. I sincerely hope this changes in FM24, where it doesn't become nobody wants any of these players until you, as a human player, show interest. If they could change that, I would be a very, very happy man. It is an end of an era at TSV 1860 Munich, as former super sub Stefan Lex has officially retired from football at the age of 34. He wants to be a scout. I'd love to give him a job, but no. So Harold Huber has been offered the job at FC Cologne, newly relegated, by the way. So we're on the same level. He's not moving up. That's disappointing. Oh, wait, that's the guy we're not re-signing. Never mind. Enjoy your time in Cologne. Big Rosanna Dana moment. Never mind. And we just lost Victor Almo for 4 to 5 weeks. That's fun. But the fixtures have been released for the second Bundesliga. We are going to open up our season away at FC Cologne, newly relegated from the Bundesliga, at the end of July with a trip to Rhein Energy Stadion. We're going to meet with our rivals in Bochum twice, the first in the middle of September. That one's going to be at home at the Grunwalder Stadion, and then we go to Bochum at the end of February. The final match of the year is going to be on May 17th. We're going to take on Karlsruhe on the road at Waldpark Stadion. So our opening matches are going to be Cologne on the road. Our home debut is going to be in the beginning of August against Arminia Bielefeld. Then we've got Sandhausen, Magdeburg, and St. Pauli rounding out our first 5 fixtures for the year. Well, so much for signing Alexa Pejic. He has accepted an offer for $4,400 a week from Girona. We were offering him like $6,500, I think. So, sorry for that. My Alexa on the other side of the room just started talking, and I couldn't figure out why. It's because maybe it's best that we didn't sign Pejic after all. All right, so the bid for Egan-Riley is not completely dead. He does have a current better offer on the table than the one that we were offering him. He's got interest from 6 other clubs. Let's see what he wants. He wants €9,250 per week, plus a 35% bonus wage increase when we do get promoted to the Bundesliga. 3 years, the deal is going to be also 1.33 100,000 in appearance fees, clean sheet bonuses. Yep, we'll take it. So we were talking earlier about how Antonios Papadopoulos was going to be worth 2 to 3 million euros. So naturally, we get an offer for 1.1. Granted, installments giving us another 1.1. And the potential of getting another 250,000 after 20 league appearances. But that's all future fake money. We want the money now. So we're going to reject this offer. Hey, we got 33,370 euros from the sale of Marin Pongracic, guy who left us long before we ever took over 1860 Munich. In fact, he's gotten around. Played for Bayern, Ingolstadt, Redberg, Salzburg, and Wolfsburg as well. Well, we have rolled over to July the 1st. The transfer window is open. A couple of our old players, some youngsters that we're never going to see a future here, have been moved along. Unterföhring has signed Julian Bell, who the board is very happy that we saw, the fans, I should say. Also, Tizian Chateau, a 20-year-old fullback, didn't feature in our plans. Selling him made sense because he wasn't going to make the grade. So far, the fans are happy with the moves that we made. We have also sealed a pair of signings. 23-year-old center back Seymour Fjunger. Honestly, I don't even remember signing him. Fans aren't super happy about that. They are much happier with the signing of the 22-year-old defensive midfielder CJ Egan Riley. They're happy they've signed such a good player. We are going to welcome those guys to the squad. We're going to send Talon to talk to CJ. And we're going to have Kretzmar talk about Seymour Fjunger. I think we picked him up just because he's huge and he's cheap. 6'3", 174 pounds. Needs some work on the tackling. His marking, though, is pretty good. He'll be an extra player. Give us a little bit more depth at the center back position. Schalke has made an offer for Rezard Iseni. It's not worth it. And we have a new president. Yay. Thank you very much for joining me. We will be back on Friday with more transfers now that the window is open and the start of the season. We've got FC Cologne coming up first. If you like that, please give us a big thumbs up. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so you know when every new 1860 Munich video is going to drop. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed so far. We will see you again on Friday. Until then, bye-bye.